Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Maritime Fusion Net. Before we get started, do we have any emergency or priority traffic for the net? Nothing heard. This is VE1JBL. My name is Jim, and I'll be filling in tonight for Yvonne, who couldn't make it tonight, and so I'll be the net controller for the night's net. This net meets every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Atlantic Time in the CQ Maritime room 60207. The net is open to all amateurs in the Maritime provinces and is scheduled for an hour. The net is also streaming live on YouTube at Rob VE1RMJ, so that everyone can follow the net and participate in the chat room. Amateurs will be called in by province. When you check in, please give us your call sign using proper phonetics. After 2 rounds of Maritime stations, we will call in the outside stations where we'll have a chance to check in. A reminder, due to the delay in the system, key up for a second or two before transmitting, and keep the PTT button on for a second after your transmission has finished. First of all, do we have any announcements for the net? Not hearing anything. Let's go to short time stations. Anybody that's got to get away early, or any mobile station. Short time stations or mobile stations that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion net. Come on in.
Victor, Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot. Victor, Echo 9er, Foxtrot, Charlie, Papa.
Okay, I've got VY2GF and BE9FCP. Any other short time stations or mobile stations? Over.
N1 CDN, I'm short on time tonight. No traffic.
Okay, very good, Steve. We got you down there with no traffic. Thanks very much, and have yourself a great evening. Top of the list, VY2GF. Come on in, George.
Well, good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net. Anyway, I thought I'd check in early. I'm going to do that Canwarn training at 8 o'clock. Anyway, beautiful day, and got the lawn cut, and I hope everybody has a good week, and we'll certainly look forward to the net next Wednesday evening. Victor, Yankee 2, Golf Foxtrot.
VY2GF, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, George. And yeah, to have fun on the Canwarn the presentation there tonight there. Okay, very good. Thanks very much for checking in. Have yourself a great week there. Francis, I didn't hear you say bicycle mobile, but I know you were saying short times. Come on in. VE9FCP, VE1JBL.
VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net from VE9 FCP. Good evening to you, Jim, and good evening to everyone on the Maritime Fusion Net this evening. No, we're not out there yet. Going out, probably going to try to get out there shortly. Winds are kind of blustery. We're going to give it a try and see what happens. I usually don't like getting out there when the winds are over 30 clicks because sometimes it makes it hard to hear traffic around you. Some people are still not used to seeing bicycles out there, so we have to be extra careful. Thanks for letting us check in early, Jim. We'll say 7-3 all around. Hope everybody has a great week. And hopefully we talk again soon. VE1 JBL from VE9 FCP coming through the VE9 BAT repeater in Bathurst. 7-3 all.
VE9 FCP, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Francis. No, everything is good there, and yeah, well, take care when you're on the bike there for sure. And thanks very much for checking in from Bathurst tonight. Sounding good, that's for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, so that was the short time stations. Let's get started here. We'll go to Nova Scotia. Let's start out with Nova Scotia stations. Any stations from Nova Scotia that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion come on in.
Victor Echo 1, India, Quebec.
Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey. Victor Echo 1, Juliet Whiskey.
Victor 1, Tango Whiskey Mike.
Victor Echo 1, Romeo Mike Juliet. Victor Echo 1, Zulu X-Ray, V1 ZX.
Okay, that's a good start to the evening. I have the VE1IQ, VE1AW, VE1CHL, VE1TWM, VE1RMJ, VE1 Zulu X-Ray. Who did I miss from Nova Scotia?
VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile.
And we got Kevin, VE1 KEV Mobile. We'll take you first, Kevin. Come on in.
Okay, well, thank you very much. VE1 JBL for the Wednesday Night Fusion Net. VE1 Kilo Echo Victor Mobile. Very good evening, Jim. Good evening to all on the net there tonight. Beautiful evening in Amherst. It's in 20 degrees here on the dash. Just left the DQ. Dairy Queen there. We went for a little walk, and now we're rewarding ourselves with a nice couple of peanut butter parfait. Anyway, that's it from here. We'll be listening to the net in beautiful smileness. 7-3, buddy. Have a great net. V1 JBL, V1 KED Mobile.
Okay, very good, Kevin. Yep, enjoy that. Yeah, I wish I was in town. I'd love to have a milkshake right about now. So good stuff. Thanks, Kevin. You guys have yourself a great evening there, and we'll be talking to you. 7-3 for now. Okay, where are we going here? Let's go to the top of the list here. Brian, VE1IQ down in Wilmont, I guess we'll call that. The VE1 JBL, come on in.
Hey, Jim. Yeah, actually, Greenwood Square here in the backside of the base. And just a quick check-in here. I've got a couple projects on the go. I could hear you talking, but I can't stick around. VE1 India, Quebec.
Okay, very good, Brian. No problem at all there. Enjoy your evening, and thanks very much for taking time to check into the net there. 7-3 for now. Let's go next door to Eric, VE1JW, VE1JBL. Come on in, Eric.
Yeah, good evening, Jim. Everybody else left? Yep, like some of the others, just getting my papers ready and a notebook and a pen here ready for the Canmorn thing at 8 o'clock. My new computer arrives today at about 4 o'clock, so we got it set up. We got Windows running on it. We got it logged in. That's as far as we got so far. We haven't gone much further, but a lot of files to copy over from the old ones, so we'll probably pick away at that while we're listening to the net here and get that started, and the files we want on this one, and that'll give us something to do in between. So tomorrow it's going to rain, so I think all I've got on the go tomorrow is a quick run down to the corner with the car to get it undercoated, and then we're going to spend the rest of the day, I think, we're playing with the computer in the rain and trying to get everything reset up on it again, and stripped off the old computer and leave it for the Wires X. So that's the plan anyway. Other than that, nothing too much more startling today. It's been a beautiful day. I think it's still, what's it saying here? It's still 28 degrees. And I think I feel like it's probably 30 or more, but it was pretty hot this afternoon like everywhere else. V1 JW.
VE1JW, VE1JBL. Very good, Eric. Good on everything there, and good on the new computer there. Well, Rome wasn't built in a day, so I'm sure you'll get it up and running there. And yeah, good on the temperatures and everything. I got a burn on the top of my head today, so yeah, it was quite warm here today, that's for sure. So Anyways, very good. Take care. Have yourself a great evening there. Thanks very much for taking part, and thanks for the QSO there earlier today. There, good information there. So 7-3. Talk to you later on there. Scott, I'm sure it was you. I didn't hear anything of the call except L on the end, but it sounded like your voice, so I think it was you. VE1CHL, VE1JBL. Come on, Scott. VE1CHL, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Scott. I didn't get too much of that. I did get at the end there. Everybody stay safe there. I'm not sure if you're portable or mobile or what you are there. You're usually nice and strong there, so I'm not sure. What you're doing or where you're at there tonight there. But nope, wasn't getting too much of that conversation at all. Anyways, thanks, Scott, for the try there, and we do have you logged in here. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll be talking to you again there, 7-3 for now. Let's go down to Tom, VE1 TWM, down Eastern Passage, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE1 GWM. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the net. And not really any traffic to pass along, except it was a beautiful day in Nova Scotia. It's still beautiful down here in the passage. And I see our case numbers are down considerably in the province, so that's a good thing. And other than that, everybody stay safe, and nothing else to pass along there, Jim. Thanks for hosting the Fusion Net, by the way. So VE1 JBL from VE1 TWM.
Yeah, okay, very good, Tom. Great signal coming in from the Eastern Passage tonight through the CDN repeater there in Halifax. So very good. Thanks very much, and have yourself a great evening. Thanks for taking part. Down to Oxford, Robert, VE1 RMJ, VE1 JBL, and I assume the live stream is going well. I don't have it up on the screen here tonight, Robert. Go ahead.
Oh, VE1 JBL, VE1 RMJ. Good evening, Jim, and good evening to all those on frequency. Yeah, we got the live stream going. There's not too many people out there viewing right now, but anyway, it's a really nice day out there. Maybe they're outside portable. Yeah, my weather station was saying 28 is a high, and it was really warm out there. It didn't feel that warm, so we'll have to just take that for what it is. But anyway, won't keep it. I'm sure it'll be a busy net, and I'll also be partaking in that webinar there tonight on the Canmore stuff. So anyway, hope everybody has a great evening, and 7-3, V1 JBL, VE1 RMJ.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Yeah, we'll try and make it a quick net here tonight there for the Canmore presentation there later on there. So very good. Thanks, Robert, for coming in, and thanks for doing the live stream and everything else you do there. 7-3 for now. Brad, down 2 islands, VE1 ZX, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
V1 JBL, V1 Zulu X-ray. Very good evening, Jim. I've never got that warm down here along the water. I think I seen 19 was high as it got here. But it was nice for cut wood most of the day here, so it was good for that. But the little black flies were out. They were noosing there for a while. Thanks for checking me in, Jim, and have a good evening. V1 JBL with the Fusion Net, V1 Zulu X-ray, Brad, and 2 Island Parkersville.
VE1 ZX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Brad. Thanks very much for the check-in there tonight there. Yeah, I think I was down to 20. I saw 20 point something. I'm not sure what it was, but 20 was what I saw here for temperature today. And you're cutting wood and I'm piling wood. So there you go. We've got both things going on here. I got 2 cord delivered yesterday. And I'm on my 2nd cord piling there now. So yes, and the black flies are helping me out the best they can too. So very good. Thanks, Brad. Have yourself a great evening there, and talk to you later on. 7-3 for now. Okay, that's the first round for Nova Scotia, so let's go over to PEI. Anybody on Prince Edward Island that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at PEI stations, come on in. Anybody from Prince Edward Island, PEI stations, Prince Edward Island stations, like to check into the Maritime Fusion at, come on in. Nothing heard from the island. Everybody's out enjoying the evening. Don't blame them. Okay, let's go to New Brunswick. All stations from New Brunswick that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion at, come on in, guys.
Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango. Victor Echo 1, November Alpha Tango.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Alpha Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Mike Oscar.
Victor Echo 9, Alpha India, VE9 AI.
Okay, that's a good start from New Brunswick there. We have VE1NAT, VE9PAL, VE9BOF, VE9 Mike Oscar, and VE9 Alpha India. Who did I miss from the province of New Brunswick? New Brunswick stations, go ahead.
Victor Echo 9, Golf, Charlie.
Okay, a little slow tonight, and I like to say don't blame, because like a lot of people are out enjoying the evening here. I got you, Gordon, on the end there, VE9GC. Top of the list, Natalie, up at Edmundston, VE1NAT, VE1JBL. Good evening.
Hi everyone on the frequency tonight. So it was a real nice day today. I think it was 34 with the index factor, so it's just a wow. So nothing else to report. Have a nice evening, and that's it for now. Bonne soirée à tout le monde.
VE1NAT, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Natalie. Oh, that sounds like a warm day up there for sure. So good stuff. Yeah, I noticed the temperatures lately. The warmest one seems to be up in the Edmonton area. You always seem to get the coldest temperatures in the winter, but you get the hottest temperatures in the summer. So I guess it all averages out. Thanks, Natalie. Have yourself a great evening there. Thanks very much for taking part in the net. Let's go down to Irishtown, VE9PAL, VE1JBL. Good evening, Paul.
Yeah, V1JBL, this is V9PAL. How you doing there, Jim, and everybody else, and my neighbor Gordon there on the other side there? Yeah, it's been a sunny day today. High is 31. Right now it's still 27 out there. She's warm. Looks like July in May. But anyway, you guys all have a great week and a safe week. And take care of yourself. V9PAL.
VE9PAL, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Paul. Thanks very much for coming in through the BFB repeater. So thanks for that, and have yourself a great meeting there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to member McCook. VE9, VE9BOF, VE1JBL. Good evening, Bob.
VE1JBL, VE9 BOF. Good evening, Jim. It was a very hot day today. I was in Moncton there. We went to the clubhouse, helped the boys work on 2 of the beams there, and we had to change a few connectors there, but when we're all finished, we're almost a perfect match, so you can't get much better than that. No further traffic. VE9 BOF, we're clear.
Okay, very good, Bob. Very good. Thank you very much for taking part there, and have yourself a great evening. Good to hear you on. Thanks very much for taking part in the net there. 7-3 for now. Let's go up to Hanwell. I think that's just outside of Fredericton. If I'm not sure, Malcolm, you can let me know if I'm wrong. VE9MO, VE1JB.
VE1 JBL in the group, VE9 Mike Oscar, Malcolm and Hanwell, and yes, we're about spitting distance to Fredericton. So anyway, not that we would spit on one another. We're quite friendly neighbors. So yes, had a good evening. I got like most, I got some lawn work done and stuff. I thought it might rain a bit earlier. It's calling for some rain, so I was holding off. But anyway, a bit of a breeze here, but not enough to keep down the black flies. I might need a slight blood transfusion after my yard work. So anyway, with that, I'll turn it back to you, 7-3, and thanks for doing that. VE9MO.
Okay, very good, Malcolm. Good on everything there, and good on the spitting distance. And yeah, you better stay good with your neighbors, that's for sure. 7-3, and have yourself a great evening there. Let's go, I think right into Fredericton, I think, and Gary, VE9AI, VE1JBL. Good evening.
VE1JBL, net control, VE9AI, Gary in Fredericton, through the Fredericton repeater. Not much to add here tonight. Nice warm day. Got the air conditioning running here in the sunroom. So anyway, got some lawn work done and whatnot today. So anyway, nothing much else, I guess. So we'll say good evening to one and all on frequency. Have a great week. Back to you, Jim. VE9AI.
Yeah, okay, very good, Gary. Good on everything there. Thanks very much for taking part there. So I do appreciate it there. You're pretty well regular now on the net here now that we've got Ferguson on the air there. So thanks very much for doing that. Have yourself a great evening. Stay safe up there. Last but not least, VE9GC, VE1JBL, and note for name. Gordon, come on in.
Yeah, VE1JBL, VE9GC. Wow. It's got a little bit of an echo here. It's got, for whatever reason, it's coming back through on my loop here. Anyway, just wanted to check in, try to get on the short time, but had to run into the shack, and you were calling for Nova Scotia, so I waited. And as I've noted to you, Jim, BFB here has gone off the air. I'm not getting it, and I'm not getting any of the others. The only thing that's working seems to be at the moment is my node. For some strange reason, I'm getting feedback through the FCM 100 on that now. Anyway, 7-3, just wanted to say good evening. We hit 31.7 degrees here this afternoon, and it's cooled down to 27. VE1JBL, VE9GC.
Okay, very good, and Gordon. Now we don't have to look up and see who VE9JEC is. I just didn't have time to go to the call book. So now we know. Yeah, it seems to be working. Paul just checked in, VE9PAL. He came through BFB, no problem there. So I'm not sure what the problem is. So anyways, yeah, I do hear the echo in the background there with you. So very good. Have yourself a great evening there. Thanks very much for coming in there. Sorry I missed you on the short time there, and but we got you in there. 7-3. Talk to you later on there. Okay, with that, we are at the bottom of the list for New Brunswick, so let's take a second round of, let's start with Nova Scotia again. Second round of Nova Scotia stations. I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion. If this is your time, come on in.
Victor Echo Sierra.
Delta, Alpha, Delta.
VE1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray.
Okay, I got a few that time, and then there was a couple of doubles I missed out on here. I'll tell you who I have. I have VE1MWJ, VE1MY, VE1 Delta Echo Sierra, and VE1 FOX. Who did I miss?
Victor Echo 1 Bravo India Charlie.
Victor Echo 1 Delta Alpha Delta.
Okay, I got 3 more stations that time. I got VE1 BIC, VE1 Zulu Bravo, and VE1 DAD. Any other stations from Nova Scotia that I'm missing out on?
Victor Alpha 1 Bravo India Lima.
Hi, Bill. I got you at the end there. Okay, let's go top of the list here. And very good evening to Mike on his first time on Fusion. Well, I wouldn't say his first time on Fusion because he's got a Fusion at the office, but his own radio. Let's put it that way. And I got to fix your radio, Mike. I forgot to change your call sign. You're still coming in with my call sign on it, but anyways, we'll fix that up later. VE1MWJ from VE1JBL. Come on in.
Good evening, Jim, and good evening to all on frequency. Hi, Mike, coming up behind me. Good to hear you in there as well, and Ron and a few others. I noticed that when I turned the radio on, Jim, I said, uh-oh, there's going to be a problem here. I hope Jim doesn't get confused. Hi. Anyway, Jim, thanks very much for doing the net. Hello, everybody. My first time in, so I've been listening with interest and looking forward to participating. So, with that, I'll also make a quick comment to Brad, the one Zulu X-ray, commented about the black flies and how bad they were. I'll attest that Jim, the one JBL, has got some very prolific breeders out at his place, and they're doing very, very well. When I stopped in today to pick up the radio, I must say I almost had to run out the driveway. Hey, Jim, just to let people know that you've got your own battles. I hope everything works out okay with the wood pile, and keep up the good work with the black flies. V1 JBL, V1 MWJ.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Good on everything there. Quick question. Are you going to be home at about between 8:30 and 9 o'clock? Are you going to be home? I have your radio programmed already, and I thought me and Wendy would just take a drive out and go for an evening drive and see if we can see the critters on the road. So I was thinking of taking a drive over your place if you're going to be home.
On one condition, that you don't bring another troop of black flies with you.
Damn, I thought I'd be able to open up the doors and let them all come in there. Okay, sounds good, Mike. Okay, well, I'll give you a quick call on the phone there after the net's over, and I'll just let you know that we're on the way over there. And I'll drop that radio off at your place there. Thanks very much, and we'll fix up that radio, Mike, with your call sign. It's very easy to do. So we'll fix it up later on there. 7-3 for now. Okay, and Mike is out in Amherst Head, by the way. It's on Highway 6 there between Amherst and Pugwash. Amherst Head. So, anyways, 7-3, Mike. Talk to you later on. Let's go to the other Mike in Amherst Point, VE1MY from VE1JBL. Morning, Mike.
Good evening, Jim. We'll say good evening to Mike, too. Not much going on here. We had a temperature, I think, of about 19. That's about all we got. Right now it's 17.5, and the wind's about 30 km. Anyway, no further traffic from here. VE1MY.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. And before I let you go, did you guys get that high winds all day yesterday and last night there? We had almost like a hurricane out here. The power was out for a while, and I had several branches come down on trees out here in Tignish. Over.
We had a tree on the line up here. Our power was out for 2.5 hours. Go ahead.
Okay, very good, Mike. So it wasn't an isolated event there. I was watching the weather there at 6 o'clock, and Kalen was saying that it was kind of windy and gusty at places, but nothing to be extraordinary. And I said, well, it's just like a hurricane out here. So I'm glad it just wasn't isolated. But anyways, thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and now go out and enjoy a ride on the bike there. 7-3 for now. VE1 DES, VE1 JBL, come on in.
V1 JBL, V1 DES, Team Jim. Hey, all those on board. A suggestion, Jim, hollering at some of those flies and send that radio to airmail. Not much going on here. Heard V1 DAD checking in. I couldn't say hello to him as well. That's a local. Other than that, not a great deal going on. Everybody have a fine evening. Stay safe. Yes, Oscar November. You know.
VE1 DES, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Don. Thanks very much for checking in there. And if you like, I can get a bunch of those black flies, and I'll airmail them down to Yarmouth area. How's that? I'm sure you guys don't have any of those black flies down there, over.
Where I am, I don't have a whole lot of them. Down next to the shore, the wind's kind of taking care of them for a little bit. But there's plenty in the country. And thanks for the offer, but I don't believe anybody would take me up on it.
Okay, very good, Don. Very good. Have yourself a great evening. Thanks very much for checking in. I know Curtis will take the black flies here. I know they don't get anywhere down there. That's 3 Mile Plains. There's no black flies down there, so I can send some down there. VE1 FOX, VE1 JBL. Come on in, Curtis.
Well, VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion net, V1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray here in 3 Mile Plains, where we had a beautiful sunny day, 36 degrees, blue sky, sun shining. Couldn't ask for a better day there, Jim. Good to hear you. Good to all the other operators on this evening. Black flies, well, look, Jim, they took me away for a couple hours and brought me back. Told the wife, nah, he just don't taste the way we want him, so I guess I'm okay. Black flies, oh my soul, it's terrible. Not too bad right now, but like I say, right below our place we have a little swamp, and we have geese down there living, we have ducks down there living, and oh my soul. And the deer's floating around here on the lawns at night, so just like a little zoo we have here. Anyway, Jim, I'm not going to hold it up there. We've been kind of down in the dumps there, the old health ain't been all that great. We ain't been around that much, so. We tried last week to get in on the net here, and I tried, and I guess I couldn't make it. So there we go. Anyhow, with that, I'll just say, everybody have a great evening and a great rest of the week there for sure. So we'll turn it back to you, Jim. Thanks for calling me into the Fusion net there. So V1 JBL, V1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray, we're clear. Back to you there, Jim.
VE1 FOX, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Curtis. Good on everything there. And, well, you sound a little bit better. You sound a little more chipper than you have in the past there. So hopefully everything's coming along and going in the right direction there. So thanks, Curtis, for checking in. Have yourself a great evening. Let's go into Amherst to VE1 BIC from VE1 JBL. Good evening, Ron.
V1 JBL and all on the Fusion net this evening. Good evening there, Jim. Yeah, black flies up on Fenwick Hill too. I was up there this afternoon, checked the site up there, and it was a little buggy up there as well, and kind of windy though. That kept some of them away, I guess. And yes, it was very, very windy in town yesterday and last night. We didn't lose our power, but I thought it flickered a few times there. So yeah, it was certainly a blustery day yesterday. Anyway, thanks for calling me in there, Jim. Have a good night. And 7-3 to all. VE1 JBL. VE1 Bravo India Charlie.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron, and good on everything and the weather and the wind there. One good thing about the wind yesterday, Ron, I got a whole cord of wood piled yesterday, and I never had to swipe at a black fly at all yesterday. So I said to Wendy, I said, I'm going to go out and start piling wood because if I don't do it now, I'm going to be fighting the black flies. So I was out there all day yesterday and got one cord piled. Never had to worry about black flies at all. But I was worried about other things come whipping by me, but didn't have to worry about black flies. Thanks, Ron, for coming in, and have yourself a great evening. Let's get out to Oxford. VE1 Zulu Bravo, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Mike.
V1JBL, V1 Zulu Bravo in the mobile, stationary mobile. Anyways, great evening here in Oxford. I saw, I don't know, 28, I think, today. It's supper time on the thermometer on the weather station. So, great day. It was a great afternoon to hang out inside the garage. So, other than that, all's well here. 7-3, V1 Zulu Bravo.
V1 Zulu Bravo, V1 JBL. Okay, very good, Mike. Sounds good. Thanks very much for checking in. Thanks very much for the QSO there this afternoon. I was testing out that radio there. Appreciate it. 7-3 for now. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, let's go down to Lower West Publico. VE1 DAD from VE1 JBL. Good evening, David.
VE1 GBDL, VE1 DAD. Good evening there, Jim. It's foggy here, a little cool. Wasn't that warm all day. Went today for my first COVID shot. Got one in the arm. So a few more months, we'll get another one. Back to you, or.
Yeah, okay, very good, David. Good on the shot today. Yeah, my second one was supposed to be July the 3rd. But I'm hoping now that they say that they're ahead of the game here, and we may be getting our shots early. So now I'm looking forward to maybe mid-June or something to get my second one there. So sooner the better, and we'll just have to go with that. Thanks, David, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Do appreciate it there, and we'll talk to you again there. Let's go down to Greenwood, VA1 BIL, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Bill.
VE1JBL, VA1BIL in the Maritime Fusion net there. Good evening to everybody. Beautiful day down here in the valley. Plus 30 today, and a little bit too hot to do too much outside today. But this was the first day I noticed any black flies coming out, so which is kind of unusual because normally by this time in May we have them by now. Anyways, hope everybody has a great week and all the best, and hopefully you'll be able to make the net next week. VA1BIL.
Yeah, okay, very good, Bill. Good to hear you on there. And boy, do I have a deal for you on black flies. And it's good stuff. Okay, very good. Thanks very much for checking in. I sent you an email today about the 6-meter beam there. I don't know if you got it or not there, but anyways, I did send you an email on that. So very good. Thanks very much. Have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Okay, that was round 2 for Nova Scotia. So let's go to PEI. Round 2 from Prince Edward Island. Anybody come in off the beach yet and want to get on the radio? VE1 JBL looking for PEI stations for the Maritime Fusion net.
Victor Echo 1, Alpha India Charlie. The only I. Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
Okay, I got 2 stations at a time. I got VE1 AIC and VY2 SEC. I was waiting for Joe, but I don't even see Joe's repeater on here tonight. So I'm not sure if he's having problems or not there, but his repeater's not on here. Okay, anybody else? I do have Ron, VE1 AIC and VY2 SEC, Sterling. Anybody else from Prince Edward Island like to check into the Maritime Fusion net? Okay, I guess it's just the two of you. Ron, VE1 AIC, VE1 JBL, come on in.
Yeah, good evening, Jim, and all on the net. A little late joining in here. Supper went long. Beautiful day on the island today. Up over 24 degrees and bright sunshine out, enjoying the day. 7-3, V1 AIC.
Yeah, okay, very good, Ron. Good at everything there. Yeah, it was a beautiful day, that's for sure. So take care. Have yourself a great evening there. Good the chat there earlier today there with you. 7-3 for now. And Sterling, been a while since I've chatted to you. VY2 SEC, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, VY2 SEC. Good evening, Jim. It's good to hear you too. It's a beautiful day over here. Beautiful day, and it's good to know that I wasn't the only one that was fighting black flies today. I thought it was they just came up from nowhere. Yesterday was clean. I was outside. Today they just come in waves. But anyway, we still I barbecued for the family tonight, and we had a good time. So other than that, that's all my news. So everyone take care. Stay safe. This 7-3 from Victor Yankee 2, Sierra Echo Charlie.
VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Sterling. Yep, good on everything there, and good on the black flies and everything else there. Have yourself a great week there. Thanks very much for checking in, and we'll talk to you later on. 7-3 for now. Okay, so that was round 2 of Prince Edward Island. We've done, let's go to round 2 of the province of New Brunswick. Anybody from the province of New Brunswick, let's check into Maritime Fusion. If this is your time, come on in.
Romeo Mobile. Number Victor Echo 9, Lima Echo November.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Sierra Kilo. Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor, VE9 MTV.
Victor Echo 9, Papa India November, V9 TIN.
Okay, we got a few that time. My software program is, my internet must be very, very slow because I didn't get anybody on the screen that time. That's how far behind it is, so my internet must be really slow here. I did get VE1 JPR, VE9 LEN, VE9 OSK, VE9 Mike Tango Victor, and VE9 PIN. Anybody else that I missed from the province of New Brunswick? Try it again.
Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor.
Victor Echo 9, Oscar Romeo.
Okay, I got 2 more fine gentlemen there, VE9 PKV and VE9 OR. Top of the list, VE1 JPR. Pat, how's things going? Have you made it up to the campsite yet, or you're not allowed, or what's going on? VE9 JPR, or VE1 JPR, or VE1 JBL, come on.
VE1 JBL, VE1 JPR on the net. Actually, we're just coming back from there right now. Had to go back and hook the trailer on and grab one of the lawn mowers that was down there that needs some service and bring it into a local dealer. So, but last weekend we were down a holy jump if it ever blow a gale. So there was no black flies, and yeah, they've come out there. They've come here today. And Jim, as much you know you're a great guy and everything, I really do think you should keep your day job because you're not doing very well selling your batch of black flies. 7-3 to all. Everybody stay safe. VE1 JPR.
Yeah, very good, Pat. Yeah, I never was a good salesman, that's for sure. But anyways, good on everything. And yeah, well, I'm glad you get up there and get things open. And it's always nice to get away, especially with all this mess that's going on there. So very good. Thanks, Pat, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. Let's go to Lynn over in Shediac. VE9 LEN, VE1 JBL. Come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE9 returning. Good evening to you there, Jim, and to everybody on frequency. The black flies you can keep down your way. We don't need none up here. And when I go over to my young fellow's place, there's all kinds there. But here in Shediac, it's not too bad. So we can go outside and sit, and we're not being bothered anyway. So that's good. That's the way I like it anyway. Outside of that, we had a beautiful day here in Shediac. I think some places they hit the 30 mark, but I think we came up to 28 or 29 there this afternoon. So, but it's gone down to 23.2 there at the moment. So outside of that, not too much else to report from here. And to everybody, have yourself a rest of the week, a very fine rest of the week. Back to you there, Jim. Thanks for calling me in. Victor Echo 9, Lima, Echo November. We're clear.
VE9LEN, VE1JBLK, very good, Lynn, good at everything there, and well, there's always nice breeze there in Shediac there too, so that might help there also. But anyways, thanks very much, great signal coming in, and nice to hear you on there. Thanks very much for taking part in that 7-3 for now. Let's go into DF. Oscar, VE9OSK, VE1JBL. Good evening.
V1 JBL, V9OSK. Good evening, Jim, and everybody on the frequency tonight. We're doing fine. We did have a nice hot day today. We hit 32, still 27 right now there, but probably it's going to go down. I think there's a cold front coming in there, so it'll take it down quite fast. Probably you might have a few drops there. Nothing much. We're going through the VE1 BFB repeater here. And beside that, everything's okay. So probably pretty soon they're going to get that repeater straightened out there. She should be okay there. Thanks for doing the net, and thanks for calling me in. 7-3 to all from Victor Echo 9 Oscar, Sierra Kilo.
VE9OSK, VE1JBLK Oscar, very good. Thanks very much for coming in through VFB there tonight there, sounding good. And yes, hopefully we'll get an update on the repeater there, and hopefully the boys will get it back up and running there, and everything will be good to go. Thanks, Oscar, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you again there. Let's go back to Irish Town, VE9, Mike Tango Victor, VE1JBL. Good evening, Mike.
Yeah, VE1 JBL with the Maritime Fusion at Victor Echo 9, Mike Tango Victor. Good evening there, Jim. Good evening to everybody on the net. Len, Oscar, and everybody else there checking in. Yeah, very good. Just got back from town there, and thought I'd better get in here. Yeah, and I noticed that when you're transmitting, your 7250 is still coming up. I don't know if you still have, that's what you're transmitting on tonight, or, but yeah, I heard you had sold it, so maybe it's still on your in your possession. Yeah, and yeah, I think the repeater, what they're looking at is maybe moving the mesh network to the clubhouse. That way, there we'll have the internet there from the clubhouse, and we'll be in control of that. So, but I'm not sure what the timeline is, but I think we're thinking of remoting a radio, but that would be kind of a pity. You gotta one radio that you have to have one that's there and can go PDN, so it's kind of a waste of a radio just to feed the internet there. So, but I think we're going to go with what I understood was put back the mesh there at the clubhouse and probably realign the antennas and all that. So I don't know what the timeline is for that, but anyway, I think that's the solution of for that problem with the router there also. So hopefully it won't be too long. I'm coming through my personal node here, so got no problem. Got good Rogers Wi-Fi 500 megabytes per second, so I'm not worried about the speed. And other than that, not too much. And hi to Bert there coming behind me. And everybody else there, stay safe. Enjoy the weather. 7-3, back to you, Jim. VE1 JBL. Oh, just before I go, my condolences to Hal, VE1LV, on the loss of his wife, Betty. VE1 LVW, I believe. And yeah, and condolences from me and my dad there, Hal, if you're listening. So back to you, Jim. VE1 JBL, VE9 MTV.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. And yeah, that was sad for sure for Hal to lose his wife there. And but anyways, hopefully he's doing fine there. He may even be listening in on the net here tonight there. So very good. Thanks very much on everything. And how about Over? Did Over keep the radio? Because I know he checked in there last week or the week before there. I think he had your portable or whatever. Did he keep that, Mike? Is he still on the Fusion Over?
No negative. He didn't want anything to do with it, so I sold my shirt. So yeah, I bought a FT2 DR, so I didn't need two handhelds. So, but I did try to get Homer back on with that one. He was on for a couple of weeks, but I think he's a little bit overwhelmed with it, and he didn't want to. He sold his 7252, so yeah, he's not on Fusion anymore there, Jim. Over.
Yeah, okay, very good, Mike. Yeah, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Even if we just kind of left that radio on the Fusion or whatever, and didn't go anywhere, at least he'd be able to talk to everybody in Maritimes. But anyways, yeah, it might just be too overwhelming for him there. So very good. Oh, and I still have the 72. I still have this 7250, Mike. I had two of them. I had one of them in the garage, and I had one in the shack here. So I sold one of them, but I still have the other one here. So it's in the cabin here tonight. That's what I'm using here. So that's where you're still seeing the 7250. I'm on my other one there. Thanks, Mike, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk again 7-3 for now. Okay, let's go back up to Edmundston. BE9PIN from BE1JBL. I heard it was a hot day up there. Heard over.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it was a hot day, so was glad that I put up the air conditioning in the kitchen last week. At least I'll wait till Sunday or Monday there. It's holiday. We'll do that then. But last week we kind of used it a few days because it was quite warm, but we weren't here Saturday and Sunday. We're down to the capital, so and yeah, today hoping that there was a muggy outside. It was calling for rain. It was sunny till probably 5:30, and then we had a good, just a little good light rain, and now it's starting to dry off again there. So it was calling for a lot more rain than that. So we'll say a pleasant evening to everyone, and a good rest of the week, and take care.
BE9PIN, BE1JBL. Okay, very good, Bert. Good on everything there. Thanks very much for checking in there, and have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go all the way back down to southern New Brunswick, right to the border, over in Sackville. BE9PKB, BE1JBL. Come on in, Praveen.
BE1JBL, this is Victor Echo 9, Papa Kilo Victor, Praveen in Sackville. I just turned on the radio about 10 minutes or so back and found that you were looking for people in New Brunswick, so I thought I'd quickly put in my request to be checked in. Not much traffic over here, except it has been a very windy day over here. Really, really windy over here. So no question of any black flies or anything else even coming close to us. So thanks very much for doing the net, Jim. You do a super job all the time with lots of different things. And I thank you and every 73 to all who are on the frequency. 73.
Yeah, okay, very good for being good on everything there. Great signal, no problem at all there. And thanks for coming in tonight there. And we'll be talking to you for sure in 2-3 for now. And finally is Charles, BE9OR, BE1JBL up in Fredericton. Come on in.
This is V9OR, Charles in Fredericton. And that's how I say hello, and I guess Fredericton is one of the things in Canada today here. Anyways, all the best, and enjoying the fusion there, V9OR.
BE9OR, BE1JBL. Okay, very good, Charles. Thanks very much for coming in there. have yourself a great week, and we'll be talking to you at 7-3 for now. Okay, that makes the second round of all the Maritimes that we've done, so let's open it up here for stations outside of the Maritimes. Any stations from outside of the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in. This is VE1JBL Net Control for the Maritime Fusion Net. Name here is Jim, looking for stations from outside of the Maritimes. I got you, Terry. Any other stations from outside the Maritimes? I would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net. I do see some stations connected. I see a KN6 station connected. I see a Victor Echo 3 repeater connected. I see a WW6 Dave DCL connected. So there are some stations connected from outside the Maritimes. So if you want to come into the net, come on in.
Victor Echo 3 Echo Zulu.
Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie, PE3AC.
Okay, I got 3 stations so far from outside the area. I got VE3 Echo Zulu. I got Whiskey 6 Delta Charlie Lima. And Dave, very, very noisy, almost like an echo coming in with you there. And the other station was a VE3 Alpha Charlie. So those 3 stations. Anybody else from outside the Maritimes? Any other stations from outside the Maritimes that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, give us your call sign. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to Terry first. VE1AS and Pugwash. VE1JBL, come on in.
JBL, VE1 Alpha Sierra. Good evening, Jim. Just a little late turning on the rig, and you were doing the PEI New Brunswick call-ins. Anyway, won't keep it. Give you a bean for the pot. Enjoy the rest of the week. Victor Echo 1 Alpha Sierra, back to net.
Yeah, okay, very good, Terry. Better late than never, so good stuff. No problem at all there. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll be talking to you. Okay, let's go up to Ontario, VE3EZ, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1JBL and the group. Jim, good evening. My name is Steve. And yeah, I'm not really sure where I fit in. I'm a VE3, but I'm stationary mobile just outside of Amherst this evening. We're just down for a little business transaction for about a week. And managed to catch Bert on the air as we passed through Edmundston and Grand Falls the other night. That was a great QSO, got a lot of information, and it was great to chat with him. Not too much to add. We've got our share of black flies here in Amherst, and it was windy yesterday. That took care of them, but today was a different story. That's about it, Jim. Back to you, V3 Easy.
Yeah, very good, Steve. VE3EC, VE1JBL, and good and everything there. I was talking to Eric earlier today there. He mentioned you guys were down here out at the farm, and good stuff. Well, great to hear you on here. I asked him, I said, did Steve bring a radio down with him? And he said he did. So I said, well, maybe we'll hear him on there. So good to hear you. Hopefully everything's going well. They're out in the farm. It sounds like you're in Amherst, though. So I hear you're heading back there. So everything, hopefully, went well. And hopefully, boy, we get these borders opened up for you, we'll be able to get back and forth here and get things moved down here. So appreciate you coming in, Steve. Anything else for the net there, over?
No, very good, Jim. Thanks for letting me in. And yeah, everything's done. We're all handled. A lot of paperwork to push and things to get done. Everything from power to cable and all the normal things. But yeah, we're just sitting on the farm here in the truck. Did a little walk around today and trying to figure out what we got to do for fencing. Anyway, we won't hold it. We'll turn it back to you, Jim, and we'll catch you again soon.
Yeah, okay, very good, Steve. Very nice to hear you on there tonight there. And I think Eric told you that your next door neighbor is also a ham. VE1ZZB is his call there, and he's your next door neighbor just up the road after your place there. He's not active on the air as of right now, but he is he's a lifetime member of the local club here in Amherst. So, anyways, maybe when you get down here more often, be able to go over and introduce yourself there. He'd love to hear from another ham, that's for sure. Thanks, Steve, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there, and glad everything's working out down here. 7-3 for now. Let's go to California. WW6DCL from VE1JBL. Come on in, Dave.
VE1JBL and the rest of the group. It's been a while. My wife and I are just loving our motor home, and so was our little rescue dog, and he just goes right along with us and loves to lie, which I'm so happy about, and love staying in the motor home. So I can figure this. In fact, we were camped outside of Yosemite National Park here in California, and we had no service that I could use, even to get in through a hot spot or my open spot tree. So all I had was HF. Today got up to about 32 degrees Celsius, and everything else was just fine, Jim. 36 DC.
WW6DCL, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Dave. Thanks very much for coming in from Davis, California. Good to hear you in there, and you're a little bassy into the net there tonight, Dave. It was hard to make out some of you got there, but we do get you logged in here. So thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. Okay, let's go up to Sudbury. VE3AC, VE1JBL. Good evening, Frank.
VE1 JBL, Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Well, good evening to you, Jim, and everyone else on net. It's nice to hear such a good crew coming in, and thanks for taking my check-in. And yeah, black flies. Well, we got our share here, I'll tell you that. In fact, I got one of these propane insect killers outside running almost 24/7, and I don't know, it doesn't seem to be working. So anyways, that's my trials and tribulations with these black flies that are big enough to carry me away sometimes. But anyways, with that, I'll send it back to you. It has been a nice day, so nothing to complain about really. So with that, we'll send it back to you. V1 JBL, this is Victor Echo 3 Alpha Charlie. Frank and Sudbury waving a hand.
Charlie. Let's try it again. VE3 Alpha Charlie. VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Frank. Thanks very much for coming in there. And well, I'm glad that the black flies are just not down here in the Maritimes. That's for sure. And if they're in Northern Ontario, I'm sure maybe they're twice the size of they are down here. So anyways, thanks for coming in. Have yourself a great evening. You're always got a great signal coming down here for sure. So waving a hand back at you. Have yourself a great evening there. Okay, so we've done 2 rounds of the Maritimes, and we've opened it up to everybody. So again, let's open it up to anybody, anywhere. Inside the Maritimes, outside the Maritimes, outer space, wherever anybody is. Anybody wants to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, this is your time. Come on in.
Echo 1, Echo Papa Delta.
VE1 RCC Mobile.
Echo 1 Charlie Delta.
Okay, I got 3 stations that time. I got a new station here, VE1 Echo Papa Delta, VE1 Echo Papa Delta. I got VE1 RCC Mobile and VE1 CD. Any other stations from anywhere is inside or outside the Maritimes. Like to check into the net. Give us your call sign.
VA1 Victor Charlie. Early Sierra Echo.
VE1 WSR.
Okay, I got 3 more stations that time. I got VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1 CSE, and VE1 WSR. Let's go to the top of the list here. VE1 EPD. That's a new one for me. Come on in, give us your name and your location. Name here is Jim, and I'm located in Tignish Bridge, Nova Scotia, just outside of Amherst. VE1 EPD. VE1 JBL. Come on in.
VE1 JBL, VE1 EPD. I called in once or twice, I guess, so far, but maybe not for you, Jim. I'm in West Pimlico, and my name here is Edwin Echo Delta Whiskey India November. And it's foggy out here, and yes, we do have black flies, but they're not all that bad. VE1 JBL, VE1 EPD.
VE1 EPD, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, everyone. Yes, you have checked in before. My apologies. Yeah, I just didn't find you on my list here, but I scrolled through the list again, and I did find you there. So good to have you on board there tonight. And, yeah, that's a tongue twister, EPD. Okay, I'll have to try and get used to that one the more you come in there. Good to have you on board there tonight. Thanks very much for taking part in that. Really appreciate it there. And have yourself a great evening down in West Pimlico. Talk to you later on there. Okay, mobile, Rob, VE1 RCC, VE1 JBL, come on in.
V1 JBL, V1 RCC Mobile, and good day to you there, Jim, and all of those in frequency. Yes, sir, getting a lot of fog here in Yarmouth here, and all that good stuff. Summer's coming there, so I imagine the fog's going to start rolling in and all that good stuff. And black flies, it's not too bad here yet. Like Edwin was saying there, she's not bad yet, but when you start going inland there, you start noticing it a little bit more. And Tignish Bridge, Jim, are you not too far from kind of like a little park? Kind of like a public park. I don't know if it's municipal or provincial, what it was, but anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is I go to cycling over like every year. Well, could for the past couple because of the restrictions, and I do remember, you know, I was geocaching in the area quite a bit there. So, anyway, I was just wondering if you're close to that. Anyway, other than that, that's about it. Thanks for letting me in. Everyone have a good one. VE1 RCC Mobile.
VE1 RCC Mobile, VE1 JBL. Okay, very good, Rob. Good to have you on board there tonight. Yes, actually, I'm about 5 kilometers away from the Tignish Provincial Park, which is a day park. It's not a campground. It's just a day park, and it is the actual far end of the old ship railway, the Ketchum Ship Railway that they tried to put through here in the late 1800s and early 1900s. There, the ship railway from the Bay of Fundy over to the Northumberland Strait. And this is the west end, I guess you want to. No, the eastern end, I guess is what you'd want to call it out here. And it's a day park here, the Tignish Docks Park. Now, about 10 kilometers down the road, Rob, is a actual provincial camping park, Amherst Shore, the Amherst Shore campground, and that's an actual campground. So there's actually 2 of them there. They sound familiar there, Rob? Over.
Yeah, I think it's the old railway thing there. That sounds more like it. Not so much the provincial park. I would remember that, but yeah, that does sound familiar there for sure because we used to go to Fort Lawrence quite a bit and also stay in Amherst as well for conferences and stuff like that back in the early 2000s. So we used to venture around there during between talks and stuff like that. So yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, okay, Rob, very good. Yes, Fort Lawrence is the western point of the Genecto Ship Railway. That's Fort Lawrence is where they were going, where the ships were going to come onto the railway tracks there at Fort Lawrence, and then go straight through the isthmus there over to and come out in here in Tignish. And of course, it never did get finished, but a lot of the stuff got done here. And but anyways, yeah. So that's exactly where you're at there. So that's probably the one you're thinking about, is the one here in Tignish here. So very good, Rob. Thanks very much for coming in. Have yourself a great evening and safe travel the rest of the way home there for sure. 7-3 for now. Okay, to Beaverbank, VE1CD, VE1JBL. Good evening, Trevor.
VE1JBL on the Fusion Net, VE1CD. Very good evening, Jim, and all those on frequency. And not much to report here in Beaverbank. Nice evening this evening. Then this morning we did go get the first Pfizer shot, so no side effects yet, and we're hoping it stays that way. Anyway, we'll stay 7-3. Hope everyone has a good rest of the week here. VE1JBL on the Fusion Net, VE1CD.
Yeah, okay, very good, Trevor. Thanks very much for coming in. Good on getting your shot there. And great audio. I liked your audio. I'm not sure what you're using for radio. I didn't check it as you came back here, but very good audio. Very high end there. Just go back, Trevor, and let me know what you're saying. I'll see it on the screen here anyways, but what are you using for radio there?
I'm using an FT70 and the Yaesu little hand speaker mic.
Oh, very good. Well, that's exactly what I have here, too. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right behind me here now. I bought one here about a month ago. I bought the speaker mic. I bought the extra battery and the fast charger. And, what else did I get? I think it was something else I got there, too. But I really like it. And it's great audio for a little handheld. It's great audio. And the battery life is great on them. So they're a good radio, that's for sure. Thanks, Trevor, for coming in. Have yourself a great evening there. And 7-3 for now. Let's go to Hansport, VA1 Victor Charlie, VE1JBL. And how's all the animals down in your area, Don? Over?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, but I'm in the Hansport area. I'm 2 houses away from Hansport, or 3 houses, but anyway, it's okay. We always sit in Hansport anyway when talking about where we live here in Hansport. But anyway, well, I say it's funny you should say that is, I keep chasing the deer away. I got a chicken wire around my, what do you call it, crab apple trees, the flowering crabs that cost so much money, and I stayed away for a while. Now they're reaching right down through the top because it's not all that high, biting the tops off them. But anyway, I'm watching for them all the time and chasing them. Around 9:30 this morning, and good evening to everyone on the net tonight. I went out and they just look at you and look at you. You get closer and closer, and then they try to make all these noises, and they walk a few feet, and they turn around. Is he talking to us? You know, they're almost like people now. They're almost like people. So anyway, so I tried to scare them out of there instead of just going another part of the field, scare them away. And they didn't want to do that. Well, I got my cane up in the air, and I tried to wave that at them, and I hooked a branch on the the birch tree. Well, I give that birch tree such a leech or lurch, whatever, trying to get it back on my side. The tree is just a-waving in the wind there, just bounding and bouncing. Well, that sent them off like they must have thought it was a black bear coming down the tree to get him, I guess. But boy, I never scared them away so good in all my life when I started shaking that tree.
Yeah, okay, very good, Don. Yeah, good on the critters there. I don't know if you timed out or not there. I don't think so, but anyways, It's good to have you on board there tonight. Thanks very much for taking part, and have yourself a great evening. 7-3 for now. Let's go down to where are you at, Robert? New minus VE1CSE. New minus VE1CSE, VE1JBL. Come on in.
V1JBL, V1CSE, good afternoon, or evening, I guess it is now. Good evening from, from behind the Walmart here in New Minas, transmitting through Greenwood at the moment. We will be, I still have my HRI 200 node. I'm just trying to acquire now one of the radios which hooks up to it so I can just be independent and won't need any repeaters. Hi. At present, let's see, we had a total of 37 new COVID cases today for Nova Scotia. We had 119 in hospital and 18 in ICU at present. Have nothing further, I guess, at this time. Hopefully everyone is starting to enjoy the warmer weather. And everybody have yourselves a great day. Stay safe. And just a point, June 9th, there's some openings for the COVID vaccine for Walmart. If anyone is in this area which wishes to book, run out to the website there and get booked there. I was able to book my mother and I for it so that we could get our first shots there on the 9th there with Pfizer. Anyway, I guess 73 to you and to all on frequency. Have yourselves a great evening there. Above all, stay safe, and we'll catch you around again. VE1 JBL for the Maritime Fusion Net. This is VE1 CSE.
Yeah, okay, very good, Robert. Yeah, you're sounding good there. Great signal tonight there coming through the VAL repeater there. So good stuff. Very good on everything. And yeah, I'm looking forward to my second shot there. Hopefully in the next 2 or 3 weeks we'll get a second shot there. So very good. Thanks, Robert. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll talk to you again there for sure. Last but not least, VE1 WSR, VE1 JBL. Good evening, Alan.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VE1 WSR. Thanks for calling me back in, Jim. No traffic, just how to give you another check for your log. VE1 Whiskey Sierra Romeo clear.
Yeah, okay, very good, Alan, and good to hear you tonight there. And you're also from Beaverbank, so that's two from Beaverbank tonight there. Trevor was in not too long ago, and he's also in Beaverbank there, so good stuff. Thanks very much for coming in. Great signal. Have yourself a great evening. Before I go any further, Ray. I think Ray is in there. Victor Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform. Victor Kilo 4, Kilo Uniform on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. VE1 JBL. Ray, if you're there, come on in.
Yeah, VE1 JBL, VK4KU. Good afternoon, Jim and the group. It's Thursday morning here, and it's just after 9:15, and we're about to go shopping and buy our week's food. But I thought I'd better say hello to you boys before I disappear. 23 degrees in the shack here, and Celsius that is. And our winter starts in another week or so. If it stays at 23 Celsius, I'll be happy. All right, thanks, Jim. Good to hear you all. V1 JBL, I think it is, if I got it right. VK4KU 73.
Yeah, very good, Ray. Yeah, you got it right there, and it's just 20 past 9 in the morning over there and in Australia there. So very good morning. Have yourself another coffee and get out and get some shopping done there for sure. And I don't know how long you've been listening, Ray, but actually some of the stations who checked in today, temperatures were over 30. Temperatures were over 30 here, so that is hot. for May. We're not even into summer, and we're getting 30 temperatures. So I don't know if that means what that means for the rest of the summer. But anyways, that's a little too warm for us, that's for sure. Thanks, Ray, very much for coming in. Always appreciate you coming in there from the Sunshine Coast there. And have yourself a good day there. 7-3 for now. Okay, with that, we're at the bottom of the list there. So any late stations from anywhere that would like to check into the Maritime Fusion Net, any late stations before we close? This is VE1JBL Net Control.
Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
Victor Echo 9, Juliet Charlie Tango.
Okay, I get 2 more stations at a time. We got VE9WCL, VE9JCT. Any other late stations before we close? Late stations for the Maritime Fusion Net. Come on in.
Victor Echo on Mike Whiskey Oscar Mobile.
Okay, and I got Sylvia there, VE9MWO. I think you're a mobile, so come on in, VE9MWO Mobile, VE1JBL, come on in.
Victor Echo on Mike Whiskey Oscar Mobile. Good evening, everyone. Still from Edmonton, just moving some stuff for the new house, from the old house, from the new one. And somehow, every time I move, during my 32 years in the military, it's always been 28 degrees and up. So bad luck, I guess. Or maybe good luck, I don't know. That's it. A long day, and hopefully by Friday everything will be done and complete. 7-3 to all, and I will go QRT after my final. I'm almost at the destination. Victor Conan, Mike Whiskey Oscar Mobile.
Yeah, okay, very good, Sylvia. Thanks very much for coming in there tonight. We got all that, so have yourself a great evening, and thanks for taking part. 7-3 for now. Top of the list, Wayne over in Shediac, VE9WCL, VE1JBL. Come on in, Wayne.
VE9JBL, VE9WCL in Shediac. I tried to go on the net on MSR, and there was nothing there. And somebody told me to go on BFB, but this frequency, to listen to the net. But this is where I came, and that's why I'm checking in on this repeater. This is Victor Echo 9, Whiskey Charlie Lima.
Yeah, okay, very good, Wayne. Well, you're coming in good. That's a good repeat backup for you. Yeah, Moncton is still down. Still in the standalone mode there, so it's not connected there. So that's good that you can use the BFB repeater for getting into the net there. Thanks, Wayne, for coming in. Great signal, by the way. No problem at all there. So, and I'm glad you made it into the net for 7-3. Okay, let's stay in Shediac. Jean-Claude, come on in. VE9JCT, VE1JBL.
Yeah, good evening to you, Jim, and all on net. Yeah, I missed most of the net, but anyway, yeah, I just heard. Well, we were talking on the simplex frequency, Wayne and Len also V9LEN, and yeah, we did mention the net, and oops, and yeah, Jim is right. Wayne, your audio is A1. Yeah, good audio, good signal into this repeater for sure. Wayne is just, not too far from me. Yeah. And besides that, not much going on. Windy day here today, but overall it was all good. Yeah. So 7-3 to all, and back to net control from VE9 JCT in Shediac, New Brunswick.
VE9JCT, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Jean-Claude. Good on everything there, and you got a great signal too. So it's good to know that VE1BFB covers that whole area up there, and a lot of the contacts tonight from that area have come through VFB. So I know Perez listening in the background, so he must be pretty happy about that. Anyways, thanks, Jean-Claude, for checking in. Have yourself a great evening there, and we'll check with you again, 7-3 for now. Okay, so we're going to make this the last call. We're 25 minutes past 8, so let's make this the last call. There's only going to be one last call. I don't give 2 or 3, so this is going to be the last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. Last call for the Maritime Fusion Net. If you want to check in tonight, this is your time. Come on in.
Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima. Victor Echo 9, Charlie Golf Lima.
Okay, I got you, Jermaine, VE9CGL. Anybody else on the last call? Anybody else? Well, I guess, Jermaine, that you're going to wrap it up for us tonight here. So come on in there from St. Andre. VE9CGL, VE1JBL.
Yes, V1GBL, V9CGL. Good evening, Jim, and everybody else on the net. Sorry, I'm late a little bit. I had some visits, so I just thought about it, and I opened the radio, and there it was, a last call, so I made it through. So have a nice night to everyone, and 7-3 from VE9 Charlie Golf Lima.
VE9 Charlie Golf Lima, VE1JBL. Okay, very good, Jermaine. Good on everything there, and thanks very much for taking the time to check in with us tonight there. So, and have yourself a great week, 7-3 for all. Okay, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's it for tonight. We had 48 check-ins tonight, so another good net. We'd like to thank all the amateurs, of course, for checking in tonight. We also want to thank the owners of the repeaters and the nodes who linked in tonight for helping us expand the area for local homes to check in. A recap of the net will be sent out to all members via email. For more information about the Maritime Fusion Net, go to the Moncton Area ARC website at www.maaarc, that's Mike Alpha Alpha Romeo Charlie @ca, and click on Club Activity and then Nets. Now that the net is concluded, the CQ Maritime's room is now open for general use. This is Victor Echo 1 Juliet Bravo Lima, VE1JBL, Jim out in Ignis Bridge, Nova Scotia, 7-3 all. Everybody have a good night. VE1MWJ, VE1MWJ, VE1JBL. You're still on frequency, Mike?